Started getting footage, and then I got tired, and now I'm dying. We're almost there. Oh.
How you doing, James?
Sweating bullets. I don't even have that heavy backpack on.
Started getting footage, and then I got tired, and now I'm dying. We're almost there. Oh. That's what I'm saying.
There's no breeze.
Okay, I just got done hiking Lazy Mountain with my friend Nathan and my friend Tom, and it was one of the most amazing and miserable things I have ever done. If I had an inhaler, I would be using it because it was so bad, so bad, so bad. Like, this is how bad it was. We get done and we go back to my friend Nathan's house. I'm at the point where, like, he's like, here, take these supplements. Pills. So after this hike, I'm popping pills. Oh my gosh, I'm so old. But that's okay. Hey everyone. So I was a little dramatic, and sometimes when we go through something super intense, we kind of have to reflect, and we need some time to reflect on that experience. So it's the next day. My body is so sore, my legs are done, but I can still walk. I'm a survivor. I think what made this experience very intense and memorable is the fact that I was pushed beyond my limits. And when I say that, some of you guys may like understand and like know this, but there comes a point where you're like in a hike, for example, and the hike is fun, and then it turns very spiritual and philosophical. Like, you can make a sermon out of it, and every step is a metaphor for life. And I got to that point, like not near the end of it or halfway, but like near the beginning. Like, I knew that this was going to be super tough. I have been pushed beyond my limits. Like, for example, sparring, like 2 minutes of sparring, I'm struggling, and I get it why fighters sometimes have their hands down, because they're so exhausted and they get tagged in the face and they get knocked out. Like, I understand that now because my cardio is shot and my arms drop and it's hard for me to keep my hands up and I can't think. So I have been pushed beyond my limits, but this hike was very unique because I was pushed beyond my limits all the way through to the point where it wasn't even longer like physical, but a lot of it was just mental. Like a long time ago, I remember I was hiking and both my quads cramped up, and I said to myself, never again will I ever experience this. And unfortunately, I did experience it again. And my friend Nathan ended up giving me his trekking poles on the way down because it was just straight down and my quads could not take it. So thankfully, he let me use those poles. It just became a mental game. And my friend Tom mentioned about breathing through the nose. I was like super focused on that. You know when you get exhausted where you can't even talk, you can't even have a conversation, kind of like when you get a tattoo and it hurts so bad that you just kind of stop talking to your tattoo artist. So overall, would I recommend hiking Lazy Mountain? 100%, 1000%. Because of this experience, I was able to connect and build relationships with other dads that are believers, dads that want to push themselves and do better for their family. So I was able to build relationships with them. I was able to get a nice check, a nice quick assessment of my cardio and just how I'm doing physically, my fitness level. I think we all need to be pushed beyond our limits. And through that, I felt like, you know, the anime where the main character is just, they've used up everything, but somehow miraculously they are able to pull through and get the job done. And that's how I felt. You know, I don't care if I'm being dramatic, I felt like that. I felt like I was in an anime and I had to come through and finish the job. Also from this experience, I was able to have a new and refreshed perspective on all of my friends that go hiking, especially a lot of my female friends that are in the mountains all the time and just straight up just mountain goats every single day. So like Hayes, Denali, Hill, like you guys are awesome. And I just want to do a quick shout out to you guys because you guys are killing it and I want to get to your level. And last but not least, even though it was hard and there was many times I wanted to quit, thankfully I had friends with me to push me through. In the end, it was all worth it to be in the middle and see all of God's creation. And I think that's what makes hiking so beautiful because it requires hard work. It's not easy. It requires hard work. And through the hike and through all the heavy breathing and mental games, I was able to reach the top and see all of God's creation. So I highly recommend hiking Lazy Mountain. Maybe you could do a better job than I did. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you feel led, please like and subscribe. Comment below if there's any hikes that I should do, either in Wasilla or in Anchorage. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much again, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.